since it's been a little bit, let's do a little housekeeping and see where we are on S-Fan Daddy. So as you can see, I've hit level 17, and I've actually geared out my character pretty nice. See, we got a blue here, the Defias boots, a few greens, so we ain't broke no more. And I gotta say this right now, for all you Rusted Bastard Sword fans out there, it's gone.
We are all gathered here to remember one person. He meant a lot to us. Now let's have a moment of silence.
Edge of People's Militia is in, Rusted Bastard Sword is gone, but not forgotten. Now that we're level 17, we're almost done with Westfall. We have a few miscellaneous quests we're going to do, so we're going to run around and get as many done as possible. We got the double XP, so hopefully when we're done with this, we can go over to Duskwood and start working down there, because I love Duskwood. That zone is so much fun. But before we do that, I am going to go ahead and queue up, and we're going to try and get a Deadmines group, because this is Turtle WoW. There is Dungeon Finder, but you just have to walk there. We're going to go up and queue as DPS, because I don't think we can heal Deadmines just yet. Maybe we can, depending on the level of the tank. But we're gonna be Retribution Paladins. Our name is S-Fan Daddy, so we're gonna be fighting. We're not healing.
Alright, let's run through the bases real quick. Who do we got?
First, we're gonna need a chameleon. Someone who can blend in. Anywhere.
What else?
A fast talker. Someone who can bullshit their way out of anything. Have walls. We're gonna need guys to punch through those walls.
What else?
Utilities and weapons. Someone who ain't afraid to throw down. Someone to back up every position.
Yeah, what else we need?
Most importantly, we're gonna need 2 precision drivers. Guys that don't crack under pressure. Guys that never lose.
This tank is pretty decked out for his level. He's got the reinforced armor. Oh, got the blues. Got the crushed back shield. And this man's potted up. This is going to be an easy run. This dude is absolutely geared out of the mind.
I'm going. This takes too long. We did go much further last time in 10 minutes than we have now in 1 hour. I don't want to be a cunt, just too late for this.
What is this really about? Tell me. This is a safe place. Let's talk it out. Synopsis. PLZ sit what?
You can count 120 min minus 15 minute. That is 105 minutes more. I am done.
What if I could make it worth your while?
We're back over here at Longshore, and guess what? I completely redid the UI. Crab in the shop. Completely brand new UI. This thing is custom. So over here, we completely redid it. And, you know, I just got a little bit tired of the old UI, and I thought, hey, maybe I'll try out the new PF UI. It comes with a lot of cool add-ons. So we're going to try this out for a bit. I hope you guys like it. And we're going to try and clean up the rest of these Murlocs so we can turn in these quests. Alright, back with Captain Grayson, and we have Coastal Menace. Alright, we got Old Murk-Eye's Eye, and we get a shield, which we'll definitely take for later for tanking. And let's see, Coastal Clear. And we're almost level 19, it looks like. Now, I haven't played Classic WoW in a long time, especially on Alliance, and I would have completely forgotten about this quest. It's over here on this island, and it's not a quest giver. It's actually not even a quest icon. It's kind of hidden, and if you click on this book, you have to find the owner of it. And that's just so neat. That's just exactly the stuff that's so refreshing when you play Classic WoW. The fact that you have all these little mystery kind of things, unlike, I mean, normal WoW has those kind of like, you know, with the mount quests and stuff like that, but it's those things that just make the world so neat. Well, precisely halfway through the swim, I went ahead and noticed that this quest took me exactly right back to the area I handed in the 2 other quests down here at. because my dumbass didn't notice that, you know, this quest ended over here. So if you're here for efficient leveling, fast forward. Alright, we just... Ha 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 ha. That Dante sure is funny, am I right, guys? Well, this video wouldn't be complete without an obligatory sponsor dump. And I'd like to thank our sponsor, you the viewer. So hit that subscribe button so I too one day can pay my electric bill with the money I make off a crypto rug pool sponsorship. Now back to the video. Just went around and we picked up a ton of quests for over here in Red Ridge, and I don't really know the best way to go about it, so I'm gonna kind of just work my way around here and all the way around the map until we're high enough level, and then we can go back and do some dungeons. And I think the goal for this episode is we're gonna try and hit level 25. We're at 19 now, and I think on top of that goal, I think we want to set a goal to get our blacksmithing as well as our mining up to around 100 at least, maybe 125 if we can. I can't possibly think of anything more classic World of Warcraft than killing 2-bit boars out in Red Ridge Mountains. Let's do a copyrighted montage to get through it. Alright, we are back from that montage, and we just turned in about 2 or 3 quests, and we hit level 20, which gives us 4 new talents to go for here. And there's really only 3 talents to choose from, I would say here. We have Conviction, which increases our melee critical strike chance by 1% for every point in there, and it goes up to 5%. Pretty good. Blessing of Kings, which is a no-brainer, but it kind of depends on the level, which gives you a new blessing that boosts your stats by 10%. Right across the board, pretty good buff. And then Pursuit of Justice, which increases our mountain movement speed. And I'm going to go ahead here and put 1 point into Blessing of Kings. It just seems like a lot more fun. Plus, I plan on doing a bunch of dungeons later on, so I'm sure my party members would appreciate the Blessing of Kings. I know we're all here for the custom content and we don't get to see too much, but Tortoise Egg. So what this is when you turn level 20, you can go all the way out to Darkshore by taking this quest over here. And what you do is you find an egg and it gives you a custom turtle mount. And you can mount up at level 20 and it gives you 1% movement speed for every level that you have. So say you're level 20, you move 20% faster all the way up to 60% at level 60. And honestly, a pretty good change for vanilla WoW. I don't see this really changing the game too much. Honestly, it's just a little quality of life. And we could turn that in and we get kill Edwin Van Cleef and bring his head to Grey Stoutman. And I gotta say, these are some juicy rewards. 11 strength, 5 stam, 11 agility, 5 stam, and the staff itself isn't too bad. And I mean, this is the exact quest line that I think makes Westfall probably one of the best zones, if not one of the best early game zones in all of World of Warcraft. That still left me with one issue. If I was gonna pull off a job like the Deadmines, I was gonna need the best crew in Azeroth. So I went ahead and actually healed this dungeon just because it's about 3 a.m. my time, and I ended up spending like about an hour or two in the queue just looking for a healer. So I kind of rolled the dice, and I ended up picking Flash Heal up just in case I couldn't heal it, just in case I needed another quicker heal. And we got a pretty geared tank, so it wasn't that hard at all. And honestly, our passive came in handy. Whenever I went the Quel'Dorei passive, which people give a lot of shit to, was pretty clutch, honestly. Passive new ability that the High Elves get, which while channeling the spell, you generate 4% maximum mana, 6 rage, or 12 energy per second for 5 seconds. So that's pretty much a free evocation for about 20% of your total mana. Big drop. Smite's Hammer, 11 strength, 4 agility. That is a huge upgrade, actually. That is about 2.5 times the DPS I actually do. So let's see if we can win this.
Woo! Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for.
What you say? Oh, that you only meant well, 'cause you did. What you say? Jason Derulo.
Alright, that Deadmines run got a little dicey at the end, especially after our mage left, and honestly, I healed it pretty well. It wasn't that hard, surprisingly, but we're here back at Westfall, and we're turning in Van Cleef's head, and we're going to be picking up these Westfall male legging pants. 11 strength, 5 stam, 173 armor. That's an absolute massive upgrade. We also end up hitting 22 here, and we're going to drop a point in conviction, giving us another percentage of melee critical strike chance with our melee weapons. And from here, we're just going to go to Duskwood and start leveling. Usually have made the Darkshire, and I'm excited. This zone is...
Mwah, chef's kiss.
This is a great zone. I mean, leveling through here is just, there's so many quests, and it's so cool, honestly. But man, is there a lot of running. So we're going to go ahead and pick up all of these quests. Because we're level 20, we're about to be level 24, so we're a little high to be in the zone. But honestly, I'm hoping that means that we can possibly kind of just level all the way through it and not have to come back, probably. Which will be nice. For 85 mana, which is more than double Crusader Strike and Holy Strike, it really isn't doing any more damage than, you know, Holy Strike.
Has no end, but it's still the best game. It's the eye of the spider, it's poison, it won't bite. Oh, look out, I'm an excellent fighter.
So I was closing in on hitting the goal for this episode, level 25, when people were looking to do SFK, and they had a Warlock, so that means a free summon, so did it anyway. And honestly, I wasn't too sure how Ret Paladin would really stack up in a dungeon at this level, but it feels pretty freaking strong. I mean, in Turtle WoW, they made Consecration completely a baseline spell for Paladins, which I think it was a great change. Obviously, they should have done that. But they also increased the coefficient, and I mean, it isn't super overpowered, but I feel like I'm keeping up with all the other classes. Like, I'm keeping up the Hunter, I'm keeping up with the Warlock, which is awesome. And the single target on this is really strong. The Crusader Strike is really good at stacking up, increasing holy damage. I was ripping aggro of the boss a couple times off the tank, which isn't the best thing, but I felt pretty good. And on top of that, we ended up getting nothing crazy, but we did get a Commander's Crest, which is a really good shield. So I might switch up my spec for next episode and try doing some tanking and see how that feels. Alright, this feels like a good spot to end the video. We really smashed all the goals out this video. Let's take a look. We ended up hitting level 25 on S-Man Daddy. That is awesome. And on top of that, we destroyed it on the profession side. So we got blacksmithing all the way to 97. And I think as soon as we hit 100, I have 60 to 80 tin bars ready to go. That's awesome. Our mining is at 101, so it's staying on level. So when we hit Northern STV next video, we'll be pretty much good to go. And on top of that, we were able to get 115 first aid, so we can make heavy wool bandages, which are crazy for this level. But thanks again for watching. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Really helps me out. And take care.